rushed back into the team. And they're on Turner. The first term at the Melbourne Cricket Ground then. The bounce askew. Honeybun gets it down. Smith goes off the ground. Tunbridge to Kelly, who boots it down towards half forward. Minton Connell immediately in the action. Tackled by Turner, who's got the ball. Shovels it out. Free towards the boundary line. The way they come. Weight of numbers. Powell to the wing and Gale. The Tigers disappointing so far this season. This is Campbell. Lays it off to Lambert. Lambert across the ground. It needs to go a long way, and it does. And the mark is held on the other side by Griffiths, who plays on immediately back to Powell. Powell's kick not a good one. Wheeler drops it down there. Now Sydney in trouble. Naish trying to knock it out. Wheeler reefs it back in, and there's a whistle.
Maybe pre-game nerves or early game nerves. Matthew Wheeler really should have taken that. An easy mark for a footballer of his calibre.
You can see a reason why perhaps he didn't.
I was going to say the same thing in different words.
I wish I could do that with my hair.
Me too.
Never happened. Ground, as you said, Dennis, in pretty good condition. Knights looks for the hand pass. Pre-game nerve, certainly. And Tigers swing into attack up towards their left forward pocket. Hogg. Not a good hand pass. And the Sydney Swans able to get clear. Driven away by Kapler. Up towards the centre wing position. That's about as far as they're going. As it comes back, driven away down there by McQueen.
Maybe 50 metres.
Could be, yes it is. First 50-metre penalty of the game going to the Sydney Swans. And one of the veterans of the side to take it, David Murphy. What a great player he's been for them. 29 now, and playing his 139th game. Still too far out to score. Outside the centre square. No mark taken. Kelly. Gee, that was almost a high tackle.
Lewis looked a
Richmond
little
player down there, which is Lennon.
Lewis looked a little hesitant in running for that ball. Maybe he thought Paul Kelly running in the opposite direction would have taken it.
So a bounce in the right forward pocket for Sydney. Tunbridge taps the ball the right way. Out it goes to Free and turn to Powell. Oh, ball doesn't bounce too well. We had a lot of rain in Melbourne last night. Free again kicks up towards the centre square, and a mark almost taken. Darren Holmes, yes, he has been paid by the umpire.
He'll grab that one off to Bays. He finds Tunbridge. Tunbridge dropped it. Knocks it out to a voice. This is Mitchell. Ooh, met very solidly indeed by McQueen. Down he went. Bays on his knees. Down goes Lawson. And now Campbell close to the boundary line. Smith at right half forward. To the pocket and Naish. Good football by Richmond. Very aggressive across half back initially.
Naish wanted to play on then. The umpire made him go and kick over his mark. He wouldn't have kicked over his mark had he have been allowed to play on.
No breeze to speak of as Naish goes goalward. Good looking effort. Bending back. It's a goal. Terrific kick that one. The first score of the game.
Chris Naish got the first goal, I think, the last time I did a Richmond match. And he's done it again today. Tigers off to a good start.
He does start off well, actually, Peter. And that is a beautiful kick from a very, very difficult angle. Hard on the boundary line. A right foot kick, maybe a left foot kick. He would have opened up the goal, swung out a little bit.
So a good start to Sydney. Naish getting the first goal. Lambert. A quick kick from Brian Lees down towards the centre half forward position. Marking contest. Knights. Griffiths. Good backup support. Tries to paddle the ball in front of him. He'll have to be quick. He's brought to ground. The ball hits the turf as well. Wheeler dives on top of it. Can't pick it up. Holmes tries to farm it out with a hand pass. Not really successful. Now Brunton looking for support at left half back. Kicks from only a short run up towards the centre wing position. Being retarded there was Strooper. Richmond has the numbers. Ball slapped out towards Lambert, who's always busy. Gives it back and turned towards Powell. Kicking from a standing start. McGovern. He's had a good season so far. Down to Griffiths. Gets met very solidly by Dale Lewis. Lawson almost runs into the legs of a teammate down there. Back to McGovern. And the Swans trying to steady their ship at the moment. Turner knocks the ball clear. Minton Connell, good to see him back in the goal front after that injury. Kelly, now a chance for the Swans to go. Kick is off target from Struper, and only one behind, is it? Yes. I think he's too happy with that.
Good build up by Sydney. They moved the ball down, especially it was McGovern. He had the option of Tunbridge, but he decided to initiate the attack himself.
Scott Turner kicks in, members side. Lewis easily slipping in front of Honeybun from 50 out, goes long. That's a magnificent kick. It's a goal. Well, that's the way to do it. Sydney lead by a point.
Well, he's a great pickup, this man. He was picked up in a mid-season draft. He played his football with North Ballarat. And probably the best mid-season pickup by any club. Look at that, 1-2 kicks. He's got to develop consistency in his game. He's had a pretty good early season this year. Let's hope he continues on for the rest of the season, because he is one player they really do need to fire, Sydney.
Dale Lewis getting the Swans' first goal. They lead by a point. 7 plays 6. Murphy left foots it. Lennon. Powell, leading possession gatherer on the ground so far. He's been in everything, Tim Powell. Again, Richmond have the numbers. Campbell could just about goal from there. Outside 50. Low trajectory kick. Kapler will see the ball safely over the line for it is a behind. And so that ties the scores up at the MCG. Prophets of doom at the Weather Bureau today, but the day has turned out rather well after some heavy rain last night. Well, sometimes that can be dangerous. Paul Kelly. Smith slides the ball sideways. Getting pretty heavily down there was Maxfield. Crowd looking for holding the ball, and they've got it. It will be a Richmond free kick. Stuart Maxfield too far out to score. 60 to 70 metres out, a kick and a half to goal from there. And showing excellent judgment is Kapler, but there's a free kick. Don, what was it for?
Well, I think, I didn't see it, but I think it was a push in the back. I was more interested in what Kapler was doing. I thought he showed better judgment.
So did I. Anyway,
the umpire in a better position than what we are.
Menegola has the free kick, a late inclusion today. Menegola kicks at goal, and Regis is only one behind. So Sydney Swan supporters saying perhaps all it deserved. The Tigers leading by a point.
Bad miss. Kapler. Handy acquisition this season, straight down the middle. Good mark. Gale. The big man plays on. Griffiths in trouble. Gets by Lawson. Just outside half forward, goes looking for Menegola again, and this time keen to make amends. He hangs on.
First time I saw this young fellow was he played on a half forward flank in a night game and was very, very impressive. His form really hasn't been what Richmond expected. Former Western Australian from Swan Districts.
30 metres out, slight angle. Should get it. That's better. Richmond get their second goal and lead by 7 points, 2-2 to 1-1.
Well, incidentally, he kicked what he kicked last week already early in this game. He kicked 1-1 last week. Already, he's kicked 1 goal, 1. It's a good lead, getting in front of Kapler. He's got a little bit of size about him, also good pace on the ground.
Todd Menegola getting the Tigers second. And back into the centre, 7 points the difference. Big pack of players around the ball. Maxfield gets taken high. Nothing for it from the umpire. A play on call, in fact. Campbell will do just that. Ball knocked to the front of the 50-metre line. And socket away for Sydney, but not very long. Little Lawson, shepherded by Murphy. Can't get clear. Gets ridden into the ground, and he'll take the free kick.
I think he was leg Peter initially.
Just short of the centre circle. He's gone out wide. Target out there is Neil Brunton. Brunton from right centre wing. Centering kick. Again, Richmond having the numbers in defence. Maxfield getting the front posse from Kelly. Now the positions are reversed. Excellent play from the Swan star. He'll go long. Minton Connell will be the target, and he marks.
Excellent play.
And unselfishly goes inboard and finds Struper. And David Struper has already kicked one behind. There's a chance to bring up his first goal.
This man here played with Fitzroy, and a great pickup by the Sydney Swans. It's done well early in the season, kicking goals for them.
A goal he would make the difference, just the 1 point. Strooper from 25 metres out gets the goal.
Showed a lot of talent when at Fitzroy, David Strooper, but consistency was his problem. He'd play one good game or come on, do well, wouldn't back up the following week, but really has started to put it together in Sydney. It's great to see players start to show what their true potential is. 3 goals last week, 3 goals, 3 to be precise, formerly from South Colac.
Just over 16.5 minutes remaining till quarter time. Richmond by a point. Rucks go at it. Honeybun gets it down. Campbell at close quarters to Lambert, who hand passes towards half forward. Holmes goes back out to Brunton. He's at left half back to Mitchell. Sold him into trouble. He's surrounded. Met solidly again. He's a target for them. Griffiths knocked on by Knights. Kelly with an opportunity. Murphy got in the road but comes away with the ball. Goes in short towards centre half forward. Strooper. Outmarked Dunkley just as well. So Strooper up from centre half forward, kicks inside the attacking 50. Minton Connell slipped away from Turner, and he's marked this one about 40 metres out from goal.
Good kick by Strooper again, also to spot Minton Connell because that ball had to travel some 40 metres. Good mark. Another player with a lot of talent. I saw him take the mark, the best mark I've seen for a long time in a practice game up at Baronia when playing for Carlton a couple of years ago. This man was playing at full forward that day and certainly got a big ride on the shoulders of his opponent.
He's taking a big run at the present time.
Where's Hall to be proud of it?
The kick is good. Sydney lead. The margin is 5 points.
The game starting off at an excellent tempo, like the Essendon-Geelong clash yesterday. Not quite the same crowd, but the skills certainly there. Good mark, Don. His second for the day. Looks promising again, doesn't he?
He does. Unfortunately, he had that injury. But Scott Turner, he's not over endowed with speed, Scott, and he's really got to play his man from the front position.
Simon Minton Connell gets his first goal of the afternoon. The Rucks go at it again. Sydney by 5 points. Trying to get clear as Dale Lewis. Couldn't do so. Griffiths hacks it out of the centre up towards the 50-metre line. Race for the ball here. Important possession coming up. Kapler trying to trap it. Now he gets a second chance. Lennon's in there with Smith. Kapler still the man going for the ball. He's the man on the bottom of the pack. He made the ball his objective. Didn't come out with it. But excellent endeavour. Another former line. A bounce. Left half forward flank for the Tigers. Over the top was Brunton. And 2 Sydney Swans fighting for it. Acting captain today is Barry Mitchell, reigning best and fairest at Sydney. Brunton again. He's in everything so far. Doing well. He and Powell leading possession gatherers. Number 30, famous name at Richmond. Worn for many years by Francis Burke. Tony Free. Almost carted over the line. That's the heaviest part of the ground out there, the old practice wicket area. To the best of my knowledge, I don't think the wickets are still there, but we still have vestiges of that Merry Creek soil, which can get rather muddy and indeed, as most players would vouch for, rather smelly. Free from right half back, kicks to centre wing. Tunbridge over the top with a great mark.
That was a confidence mark.
Plays on to Lewis, hard against the boundary line. Hugs the boundary with a kick. Free almost the mark in front. Turner's got it. Hand passes towards the boundary line. Lennon got it from Campbell. Free goes over the top to Lambert. Back to Free, who did well to knock it to the advantage of Griffiths. He's on the wing. Does nicely in a tight situation. Boots it down towards half forward. Tunbridge goes back though and marks uncontested. Sydney lead by 5 points. Murphy across the ground. Dunkley. Was he held without it? Not according to the umpire. Was he in Powell's back there?
Yes.
Another negative. That time there's going to be a free kick. It's going Sydney's way and will be taken by Nettlebeck. Just forward of the wing. Nettlebeck looking for Minton Connell. Lees has gone back to full-back. Turner's come out to centre half-back. This is McQueen. Gets it away. Campbell. Plenty of time from centre half-back. Shocking kick towards the wing. In real trouble, Matthew Knights. Comes back towards him. Well done by Mitchell. Off to Brunton, 60 metres out, probing kick. Minton Connell in best position. In from the side, crashing in was free, and the ball deflected through for a minor score.
Alan Jean's obviously very quick to make that change, seeing that Minton Connell could be a danger down there, and Lees to kick the ball back into play. Jeff Hogg, of course, has played at fullback on a number of occasions. Many say, the supporters I mean, he's better suited at full forward. I wouldn't argue with them. Lawson, always constructive, not the best of kicks, allows McQueen to come in and clear for Richmond, and he'll favour the member stand side, which at least is a little bit drier. Knight's hand pass, well, I'm sure he's given out better hand passes than that during his career. It's let Sydney in. Mitchell, the acting captain today, looks for and finds Minton Connell.
Oh, I think I would have paid that one.
He just couldn't hold it long enough. Maybe on a day like today, I'd agree with you, Don. Lambert kicks up towards the centre wing position. The bounce of the ball tricks everybody. Mark Bayes comes away. Speaking of best and fairest, he won it at 89 at Sydney. Kelly, who's to say he wouldn't win one? Minton Connell gets just that little bit of a nudge that takes him and the ball over the boundary line for a throw-in, about 15 metres from the behind post. So Minton Connell starting off well. Honeybun gets the front position. Still hasn't played 50 games yet. McQueen, oh gee, it was almost deliberate. Took a very wide arc, and once again we'll see another throw-in.
Sydney by 6 points. Just over 11 minutes remaining till quarter time. Lambert. Well done by Dunkley to smother the hand pass initially and then battle on. The Swans averaged 22 points in their first terms this season. That ranks 12th best in the AFL. Their best first quarters, 27 points twice against Brisbane in round 8 and the Eagles in round 2. Currently have 20 on the board. Tunbridge. Turner missed it. Minton Connell. Down goes Mitchell. Back comes Kelly. Away to Mitchell. 15 metres out. Snaps. Good effort. Behind. So the margin 7 points. And Mitchell has been under pressure so far in this game. 5 possessions, but he's been hit hard a couple of times, and obviously they sense he's the danger man, and when he goes near the ball he creates a lot of interest. Lees towards the outer side. Dunkley up very high. Big fist away. Gets it out of bounds.
Yes, that was a good leap. So boundary throw in on the practice wicket area. About 60 to 65 metres from Sydney's goal. It's going to be Tunbridge. Gets the front position from Honeybun. And neither ruckman able to get a decisive tap away. Lambert on the bottom of the pack. One shootout, I guess, isn't he always? One of the real prime movers at punt road for Richmond. They lock arms and go at it again. Kelly looks for a hand pass. Tries to get it out in turn to Dale Lewis. And Dunkley and Powell arriving just a little bit late. That's out of bounds. And again we'll see a boundary throw in. Under 10 minutes left in the opening term. Interesting battle today being fought off the field in the respective coaches. Alan Jeans, of course, and Gary Buckenara locking horns for the first time. Lennon, former South Australian, up to Maxfield. Lambert, you'll have to be quick. Good tackle by Murphy. Swan supporters looking for holding the ball. Knights can't get clear, and this time there is a free kick, and as Don Scott called it, in the back. That's what the umpire saw. Knights kicks into space, and Menegola leading out well.
Darren Capel will have to tighten up because Menegola has led him on 3 occasions to the ball. Now Kepler is endowed with a lot of speed.
Menegola's already kicked 1 goal run, but he's not going for a shot here. He gives it to a man who can kick goals in Jeff Hogg. The leading goal kicker in 1988. 57, 89, he booted 34, and last year he got 68 and was third in their best and fairest last year. And he's also, at least on one occasion, kicked 10 goals. That was against Collingwood at this ground. What's he done with that one? Hit the post. So 1 behind. Kicked by Jeff Hogg. And point to the Richmond tally. They trailed by 6 points Just over 8 minutes left in the term.
Darren Kapler. Straight down the middle. Off hands, wide of the pack. McGovern on his knees to the run of Kelly through the middle. Long kick now inside the attacking 50. They've moved it pretty quickly. Thorpe was up in front. Down goes Lees. Back comes Thorpe. Thorpe snaps. And behind.
Lees let one go. Lucky not to be pinged.
Harry Buckenara. Played in 4 premiership sides at Hawthorn, 3 under Alan Jeans. Turner's kick to a nest of Sydney players. Tunbridge takes the mark. Not the place for it, really. Tunbridge at right half forward, centering kick. Mitchell just wide of him. This is Powell coming away with dash. Very high kick to midfield. Gale's in front. Bayes from behind. It spills wide. Knights, well done by Holmes coming across, who went off the ground. Now Maxfield an opportunity close to the boundary line.
That fellow. That's a free kick, surely.
Should have got a free kick, nothing doing.
Boundary throw in, 70 metres from Richmond's goal.
Reminds me a lot of there he is here. That's a definite free kick.
Campbell's kick is high, knocked away by Hogg to the advantage of his side. Naish couldn't get rid of it. Hogg again. Gale takes the hand pass again, can't do much with it, and Sydney will clear. Swans defence standing up pretty well. Powell, who's been most constructive so far in the opening term. Mitchell gets beset upon pretty quickly, and again Richmond supporters looking for holding the ball. The umpire will bounce it pretty close to the centre circle. Barry Mitchell leading the side today in the absence of long-time captain Dennis Carroll, who's held that position for a number of years, since 1986. Rucks go at it at midfield. Honeybun. Down it comes to Kelly. Kick up towards the edge of the square. Again, Sydney have the numbers. Kicked up towards half forward. Came from Nettlebeck. And it comes to Lees. In that very muddy area. That is pretty close to holding the ball. And the umpire pays the advantage to Sydney.
Oh, now he's taking the ball back, but obviously there wasn't an advantage from that handball.
But he waved it on.
He did wave it on, Don,
he did wave it on, but I suppose he had second thoughts. We'll have to question him on that after the game.
Another grey area in that advantage. Well, Tunbridge has taken the mark. Arguably the most improved player in the competition.
They should have a signal like cricket umpires. Rule it dead. I didn't mean it.
So Brad Tunbridge for his first goal and Sydney's fourth, which would be quite a handy one with only 5.5 minutes left before quarter time. Shot at goal is close, and it's a poster apiece. After Jeff Hogg did it at the other end, Brad Tunbridge.
Now just watch this. This is the free kick.
And Lewis takes him a bit low.
No, actually he went down. He went down the legs. A good tackle, but we didn't see the rest of it.
All right, what's your decision?
Eventually Lennon's got it, but Lawson's getting a free kick. He was held without it. Heavy going over there, as you can see. Plenty of divots taken out of the ground at left half forward. Lawson to Minton Connell, who couldn't hang on, bounced off his chest, knocked out of there by Mitchell. Hooking it back, Thorpe. Good effort from there. Good mark, Nettlebeck. Terrific mark.
Actually, that was a terrific passage of play. The way they went and attacked the ball, fed it off, and a terrific kick by Thorpe. He's a much-travelled footballer, that man there, number 28. Great mark.
So Nettlebeck only about 2 metres out. This will make the lead 14 points. He's got it.
Craig Nettlebeck, one of those very, very talented youngsters. There's a choice between either football or athletics, and the Sydney Swans persuaded him to become a footballer instead of an athlete. And one of those players, he hasn't really made it yet as far as a footballer is concerned. Maybe a year or two and he'll develop real solidity about his game. He's a little bit brittle at the moment, but you can see there he's got obvious talent.
The Swans lead by 14 points after that goal kick by Craig Nettlebeck following that strong mark. Honeybun taps down wide of the circle. Hogg gets tackled well, can't get a clean possession away, and finally it's Bayes That trusty left foot of his up towards half forward, and a good mark has been taken by Free. Inside his own defensive 50-metre line, the kick to the outer side. Even little Lawson went up there. Griffiths, who's been constructive in the opening term. Good centering kick finds Campbell, the most promising youngster. The Swans have the numbers. Menegola nearly has the football. Oh, a bad hand pass comes out to Hogg. It emanated from Bays, and he's kicked the goal.
Jeff Hogg, number 34 there, is the leading goal kicker at Richmond this year. I think there's about 12. We don't have too many goal kickers, Richmond. Just 12 goals, 6 to be precise. So you can see there, they really do need a focal point up forward. Maybe that's their problem. They just can't capitalise.
Sydney by 8 points. Honeybun wins it down towards centre half forward. Griffiths almost pushed in the back, nothing doing. Richmond work it forward inside their 50. Wheeler looking to go off the ground, missed it. Holmes picks it up towards the wing. The kick. Nettlebeck dropped it. Now he's in trouble. Gale reaching over the top. They battle close to the boundary line. Maxfield hurried kick down towards half forward. Hogg fisted away though. It was well done by the Swans. McGovern got it across to Mitchell. Mitchell goes in short, too much carry, intended for Tunbridge. Knocked on there by Lennon. McQueen in trouble.
Oh,
he's going to be holding the ball. In fact, it was Powell who was penalised. Advantage is paid. Murphy goes long down towards Minton Connell. It's fisted away by Lees. Diving in Thorpe. Lees heads for the boundary line.
Well done, Lees.
Gets it out of bounds.
So boundary throw in, right forward pocket for Sydney. A golden opportunity missed there. But they might get another one pretty shortly with the throw in. That's Dunkley. Well caught by Lambert. That could almost be holding the ball. The umpire ruling in favour of the Sydney player. He gets the benefit of the doubt. And it will be a ball up. Probably throw the ball in the air. The umpire. Yes, he will. Knocked down by Dunkley. Ooh. Counted over the boundary line by Free. No penalty. It's an art form that I think it was Albanese out in the match yesterday. Seemed to do very well with. Finding the boundary line at the opportune moment. When Richmond have found the football in their defensive zone, the kick is up towards Tunbridge. The arms were knocked away. And again, the advantage played to the Swans as Brunton drives them into attack. Honeybun, yes, no. Missed what he should have taken. Arguably held it long enough.
Doesn't mind roughing them up, Brian Lees. We could see there. Put Minton Connell into a headlock after the ball had gone away. He also, in a similar situation, let one go earlier.
So boundary throwing. Again, opportunity for Sydney. Trying to get clear Strooper. That's a throw, is it not? That's how the umpire has seen it. It'll be a free kick taken by Lambert. No, it will. He's taking the kick now after Honeybun was awarded the free. He's gone to the outer side. Griffiths in the mud. Looks like the first tee after Don Scott's had a few practice swings. Powell gets onto his right boot and quickly. Dunkley went for the mark, spilt it, tries to follow up. Gee, that's heavy over there. Very hard to play good football. Free finally kicks it out of the mire up to the centre wing.
Well done. McQueen's got it now. He got it from Campbell. This is Naish in the true centre half forward position. Just 40 seconds remaining in the term. Bad kick from Naish. Maxfield well outside the 50 still. Goes for distance towards the kick-off line. Hogg is favoured by the kick. Always his. The Sydney defender had lost it in flight, and from then on he was in terrible trouble.
Well, he was in the right position, wasn't he? Really, Holmes. He was in front of his opponent, but just as Dennis says, he had to turn. He lost sight of the ball. That's Holmes. And Hogg always had the sit.
Elementary.
Dear Watson.
Hogg gets the goal. There's the siren. It's quarter time at the Melbourne Cricket Ground, and the Swans lead by just 2 points. It's 4-5 to 4-3. So Sydney skipping away, and then Richmond coming back strongly. Set to go in the second term then. The Swans by 2 points. Honeybun gets it down. Turner couldn't control it. Bays Seems Turner may have gone to centre half forward. Gale gets it out. This is Lawson. Lawson across his body down towards the pocket. Minton Connell could have been held. Lee's knocked it away. This is Thorpe in front, close to the line. Lewis back towards Thorpe. Now Lewis back to Thorpe. They've got something going out there. Down goes Thorpe eventually, brought down by Free. Lambert scrambles a kick back towards half-back. Murphy didn't take possession, was dragged down by Smith. Hand pass comes from Lewis. This is Lawson, needs support. Good hand pass, Strooper to Kelly. Kelly from 35 metres out. Minton Connell pushing off hands and the behind.
Well, plenty happening there in the opening passage of play in the second quarter. So we're behind to the Swans. Lees kicks in and favours the outer side, albeit slightly. Gale with Lewis. Gale's been paid the mark. From left half-back flank. Swans have the numbers. Honeybun has the position, and Honeybun has the mark in front of Tunbridge. A much travelled young footballer. Campbell is doing well so far. That's his 11th possession. Lennon to half forward.
Good punch.
Big punch away. Huge punch. That was as good as a kick, wasn't it? And the ball kicked back off the ground once it came. Knights steadies. Centering kick. Well-directed delivery. And the ball hustled through for only one behind to the Richmond side. So one behind apiece added in the early stages of the second quarter. 2 points. Once again the difference. Mark Bayes to kick in. The Swans best and fairest a couple of seasons back, 1989. Marking contest out there. None can bring it down. The ball all tied up, and it will be a bounce in front of the members. Stan McQueen, the last to get up.
It's interesting to see that Kepler's now playing, or seems to be playing, on centre wing. He's been taking the kick out. Bayes did on that occasion take the kick out. Started in the back pocket, Kepler, but he was picking up men and goalers, so there's been a change there. Powell's picking up Kepler now.
Bright sunny day, no breeze. Another bounce. This bounce in the shadows of the members' stand. Tunbridge slaps it out wide. Brunton close to the line. Kepler grabs it and carries it across. So a throw in. The attacking side of right centre wing for the Tigers, who are looking today to get off the bottom of the ladder. From behind Murphy. This is Kelly. Had it, then lost it. Shows a lot of courage to go back after it. And another ball up. So plenty of hard work for little return from players of both sides at the present time. And victory very important for the Sydney Swans. If they win today, they'll be knocking on the door of the six as Kelly gives it off to Lewis, who goes towards the wing. McQueen. Kepler couldn't get it. Off the ground, McQueen finds Campbell. Luckily, goes in short. Hogg on the lead. Hogg has it just outside the 50. Oh, shocking kick. Out of bounds on the full in the right full forward pocket.
Tried the spiral punt, and the end result. Well, Hoggy would certainly like that kick back again. He's kicked 2 goals so far, 2 goals, 1. Lewis to take the free kick. He's also been in the goals today. Kicks this time from left back pocket. Gets plenty of distance with it. Honeybun sets himself and marks.
David Murphy flying on that occasion, or at least make an attempt.
Honeybun had his name on it seemingly. Centering kick from him, puts it out in front of goal. Holmes leads out in front of Lennon. Not Holmes, it's Dunkley. Could have almost been 50 metres there, but the umpire says no. Kick comes up towards McQueen at midfield. Can't take the mark. Coming out very strongly is Strooper. Powell gets front position, gets ridden into the ground by Minton Connell. Swans fans looking for a free kick. There was none there according to the umpire. They're letting it go a bit today, which is good. Not paying ticky-touch with free kicks. You've certainly got to earn them. Griffiths gets it to Powell. Fumbles initially, then kicks up to Knights. Matthew Knights, very skillful player on both sides of his body. Hogg plays on quickly. Wheeler back to Tunbridge. Deceptively quick for a big fellow. Marking contest on centre wing. Now the player there can bring it down. Goes over the boundary line in front of Powell and Darren Kepler for a throw in. About 75 metres from the Sydney Swans goal. Left half forward flank for Sydney. They lead at the moment by the narrowest of margins, 4-5 or 4-6 to 4-5. Knocked down by Nettlebeck. In fact, they lead by 2 points, not by 1. And once again, a boundary throw in, same position.
Honeybun and Tunbridge go at it. Falls behind to Lennon. Boots it through midfield. Wheeler with dash. Now he's on the ground and in trouble. Naish has got it. Tries to get it across to Smith. Claimed by Brunton. He in turn is wrestled to the ground, and another whistle. It hasn't been pretty. Both sides showing plenty of application.
A bit like the game yesterday between West Coast and Carlton. Battle in midfield. They're really capitalising on the efforts in midfield.
Swans by 2 points. Gale over the top. Bayes inside the attacking 50. Almost the mark down there to Strooper. Good attempt. Free. Gets it across to Lambert. This is Lennon from right half back towards the wing. Bayes playing in front. Takes the mark on his chest. Mark Bayes.
Too many options up forward.
Pumps it back in. Nettlebeck will fly from behind. Rather unfairly. Gale will get the free. Michael Gale up towards right half back. Just a tad early. So Gale out of defence towards the wing. Honeybun in from the side. Fine mark. Terrific grab.
Playing his 50th game today, David Honeybun. Actually started with Carlton in 1984, the same day as Tom Elvin. And Elvin played his 150th yesterday, or 154th, I think it was.
This is Cordy. Smothered off the boot brilliantly by Turner. Lawson taken high. He'll get the free kick. He's at left half back. Jamie Lawson, one of the characters of the Sydney Swans, goes in short. There's the free kick. Lewis, meantime, goes across field. Not a particularly good kick. Murphy lays it off to Kelly. Kelly can go to Brunton. Brunton can pop it over the top. He gets the ball away eventually. This is Kapler. He's normally a very good kick.
Oh,
this is no exception. The Swans stretch their lead. Kapler gets his first goal. It's 5-6 to 4-4.
A beautiful kick from Darren Kapler, South Adelaide. Look at this build-up here. Brunton, Kapler, who started in the back pocket, was led to the ball by Menengola, and actually a best and fairest winner at Fitzroy. Played on the wing when at Fitzroy. Got a lot of speed, that fellow.
Stuart Edwards coming out to do the ruck duels, and going off the ground, David Honeybun, I guess to give a rest because he's taken a couple of good marks. Knocked down by Tunbridge subsequently. Maxfield just off the edge of the centre square. Wheeler should go the spoil and doesn't get a favourable bounce after the ball hits the deck, which it does ultimately for Campbell. Lambert tries to find Knights, couldn't do so. Disposal of both sides, perhaps leaving a little bit to be desired at the moment. Knights again loses distance. Centering kick, can't find a teammate out there. Richmond having the numbers. Lambert, underground hand pass almost it was. Bremen sold his teammate down there into trouble. Griffiths a chance, puts it through for only one behind.
Now Thorpe has gone off for Sydney. Coming on is Troy Gray.
Taking a few deep breaths too. 4-5 to 4-6. Bayes kicks in. Cordy and Knights. Cordy not quite into the play yet. He's been out for a while with, or from, that dislocated shoulder he had. And then they had a couple of touches so far. Marking contest out there in front was Bayes. Couldn't take it. Hogg had it and dead lost it. The ball shuffled out to the half-back line. Smith should get there first in front of McGovern. The latter being pushed over to Richmond ball. Kicked up towards the square. Griffiths, great mark. And still looks in a little bit of pain.
A big fly from the little fellow. Possesses a lot of spring and speed.
This is what happened to him when he got ridden into the turf before. So he recovered pretty well.
Good kick by Lennon. A high ball, having the set.
And he has got the goal.
Melburnians, Stuart Griffiths. Played in the under-19s too, I think, at Melbourne, if my memory serves me correctly. And then went to the old Melburnians. Now has found his way to Richmond. There, a great fly from the little fellow. His first goal too.
Tight game. Knocked forward by Edwards and again by Turner. This is Knights.
Oh, is that dropping the ball?
Brunton's doing a very good job on him. Edwards, a hand pass through the traffic, got it to Campbell. Across it comes to Smith. This for the lead. Just off target. So it's all square. Just over 15 minutes remaining till half time. And Bays, very short, awkward half volley for Mitchell. They've got a problem now. Breeman gets it out to Lambert, who snaps and misses. The Tigers are in front.
Should have made more of that, Dennis, because it was a 3-on-1 situation. 3 Richmond to the 1 Sydney Swan.
Mark Bays is one of the longest kicks on the side too.
Dangerous kick coming in. Thinks better of it this time and goes for distance. Dunkley was up but dropped the mark. Slaps it away. Cordy across to Lewis. Through centre towards half forward Nettlebeck. Didn't handle it too well. Close to the boundary line. He'll be penalised here, no question.
Yeah. He didn't really try and play it on. He disguised his efforts. Should have done more about it. But that's what I mean about these ball handling. It really does lack solidity. It should be handling those one grab.
Gale gets it to Campbell. Actually, Gale did pretty well in that situation to knock the ball back in under Nettlebeck. There's Mitchell. Away to McGovern, in trouble. Held a long time in the tackle.
Oh, great tackle.
A great tackle by Murphy. They get the free kick.
They play on quickly, Sydney. Bays. Shorter kick this time to left half forward. Opens it up for Strooper. Strooper's gone for a pass. Minton Connell on the end of it marks.
Great skill by Strooper. Also a good lead by Minton Connell. Getting away from Lays.
Simon Minton Connell has kicked 1 so far. His 3rd mark.
Shouldn't be a problem for him, Peter. He's a player that possesses a lot of skill.
Hooked it slightly. Have to wait on the goal umpire for that one. And only 1 behind. So Minton Connell's tally for the day so far 1 goal 1. And once again the score's tied up here at the MCG. 13.5 minutes left in the half. Lees kicks in. Plenty of Swans at the fall of the ball. The big fellow Tunbridge, one of the smallest in the side. Lawson onto Brunton, who's been most constructive so far. Minton Connell the target again. Good defence by Lees. The fist sees it safely over the boundary line for a throw-in 20 metres from goal. So a chance for Sydney to increase their score. All tied up at the moment. Stuart Edwards with Nettlebeck, the 2 number 18s, won by the Sydney player, not for very long. It's a Richmond ball. Chain of hand passes and the Tigers get clear up towards centre wing. That's as far as they're going though. Bays chips it in front of 2 of them to take the mark.
All options covered for Bays.
Very congested forward line. Minton Connell has to beat 3. Nearly does. Edwards punches the ball down. There's a free kick.
Oh, really?
Minton Connell's going to receive it. I was about to ask you what it was for, Don, but I think
around the neck, Peter. The umpire signal around the neck. Very technical.
Was it
decision?
soft? Yes.
Yeah, very technical decision. It's about the same distance out as he was before, but the angle a little more difficult for this man.
Becoming a little darker too. Minton Connell, 1 goal 1 against his name so far today. Has he learnt by his previous error? Didn't quite make the distance, or has it rushed
Is
through?
it off the ground? No, hit the post.
I think it had already gone through, hadn't it?
Yeah.
It's 1 behind.
1 behind.
So a point to Sydney, and they hit the lead by that margin, 5-8 to 5-7.
Man on screen looks like Basil Faulty, the goal umpire. get a shot of him a bit later on, I hope.
He'll be very pleased. As Lees kicks in straight down the middle. Powell's got it. Claimed by Kelly. Flings it out. Campbell. Away to Smith. Through the middle he goes. Towards half forward. Probing kick. Bremen out in front. Knocked away well by Dunkley. He kept his balance. Kicks it towards the wing. Coming to meet it is Lawson. He can't keep it in though. It's out of bounds and will be thrown in. Just over 11 minutes remaining till half time. And the Swans lead by a point. It's 5-8 to 5-7 at the Melbourne Cricket Ground. Tunbridge directing it down. Lennon in there. And there's a whistle. Bruce Lennon, the 33rd man taken in the 88 draft, recruited from Stuart, number 5 for Richmond. Tunbridge camped underneath it, did well. Campbell, who's been very busy. Smith down to Edwards. He's been lively since coming on. Maxfield 55 metres out. Bacon goal square. Dunkley's going back, not in time. Fine goal on the run from Maxfield, and the Tigers lead by 5 points.
Well, there's a youngster he played with Glen Waverley Rovers, Stuart Maxfield. And that was set up by Edwards. The big fellow who's come off interchange. See mobility, sent it up. And that was a beautiful kick, 55 metres out. Admittedly, he was on the run, but just got over the line. A left footer and a player who's done well this year.
Bremen coming off the ground, and coming on is Barry Young for his first game of the year. 6-7 to 5-8. Richmond looking a little bit better now after that long goal from Maxfield. Can they get another one? The ball down to half forward. Naish steadies. Looks for a lead. Menegola gives him one. And Holmes will see the ball safely over the boundary line next to his opponent.
May have to turn the lights on here, Peter. It's getting very dark.
It is dark, Scotty.
And colder.
Maybe those showers that were forecast. We will, in fact, get. Tunbridge taps the ball down. Hacked out of the pack. Up towards McGovern. Very hard to get good footing out there. He finally does. Kicks it about 45 metres. A good effort under the circumstances. And Strooper has taken the mark on right centre wing. Swans needing a goal. And a good quarter by Richmond. Certainly very productive.
Oh, good mark.
Might get one here. Kaplan takes the hand pass, shoots at goal and gets it. So Darren Kaplan putting through his second. And the Swans hit back again at 6-7 to 6-8 at the MC.
Well, that was a smart build-up. That was Nettlebeck going across the front of the pack. That's the ability that man does possess. He can do that unpredictable if he just be able to combine everything. What's this mark by Nettlebeck? Look at the spring that he...
It's Gray, is it?
Oh, Gray, I'm sorry. Gray coming off into change. But a good goal on the run. That's Kepler's second goal.
There's the time remaining. And Sydney back in front. Tunbridge, who's done very well, gets it down. Maxfield is claimed. It's going to be a Tiger free kick. It'll be taken by Maxfield. Held without it.
No idea at the centre bounces young Edwards.
Maxfield, a high probing kick down towards centre half forward. Cordy got a fist on it. Collision there, Lewis and Campbell. And another one. Lennon and Kelly did well. Kapler to Lawson. Lawson met as he kicked. It will be relayed, will it?
Yes.
Well, not too sure about that. Minton Connell will get the free kick downfield.
Oh, that's a bit late, isn't it, Don?
Oh.
Is it?
Well, the umpire not deeming that as reportable. He just went down and spoke to Edwards.
It was late, though.
Oh, yeah, late. He's all right, and the little fella's all right. So the umpire there in screen didn't warrant it too much. He just went and spoke to Edwards and paid the free kick further down that road.
Minton Connell, only about 25 metres out, slight angle. It's close. No, he's missed, I think.
Didn't look good, Dennis, when he kicked that ball. His knee bent. He was kind of hunched over the ball. Not confident kicking style. Maybe the fact he hasn't played football for a while.
Lees to the outer side. Over the top, Tunbridge dropped the mark. Socket away from him by Smith. That hurt. It runs out of bounds. Right half forward for Sydney, who lead by 2 points. It's 6-9 to 6-7. Tunbridge
Not impressed.
no, not happy about that. On a day like today, they will smart. Lambert brilliantly. McQueen back to Lambert. He's busy again this afternoon. Lennon to Lambert through the middle. Across the ground he goes with a kick. Young is up. Good strong grab. Well, I must confess I don't see a lot of Richmond, but he's a player that did impress me in the past. Across to Powell. Wide to the pocket, one wonders, and goes out of bounds.
I was talking to one of the guests at the official lunch, and he said Barry Young had a bad accident at work, and it's taken a long time to get himself back into the side. In fact, it was a rather serious accident, so he hasn't played much football, Dennis. So one of the reasons you haven't seen much of him. Hogg snaps and gets only one behind.
Did that like a rover then, didn't he, Jeff Hogg?
2-2, the tally for the day for Jeff Hogg. Out of Richmond's tally of 6-8, they trail by a point. Well, it's been nip and tuck so far. Is it going to continue this way? Which defence is going to buckle first? Marking contest at the back. Cordy comes down with it, trying to run himself back into some form after missing a lot of football with that dislocated shoulder. Richmond have the numbers at the fall of the ball, but some of them stopped. With the umpire, Strooper, Lambert and Mitchell. Lambert should get a free kick and will.
Doing well today, Craig Lambert, playing off Barry Mitchell.
He always does that, doesn't he?
He did very well in Sydney a couple of years ago playing on. He was moved on to Greg Williams and played off Williams, as Dwayne Lamb did yesterday, and really cut him apart. He's a good little player.
In the front, Strooper has the height and has the mark. Short of left half forward. Troy play well.
Oh, that should be a free kick.
That's an accident, though.
No,
really.
It shouldn't happen, Don, should it?
Oh, well, I mean, those things do happen. The umpire gets in the road on occasions too.
I think you'll find it's covered in the rules.
I must admit it's not one that I'm too familiar with. It doesn't happen very often. The umpire certainly tricked by it as well. Dennis goes for the rule book.
The rule book.
Well, it's interesting. Bays.
Maybe they can bring this passage of play back a bit.
This time, Minton Connell. And the Bronx cheers from
might be justice here, Dennis. There he is, behind Lees. He's
kicked 1 goal 2 so far, Simon Minton Connell.
And he's not very confident, Peter. We mentioned his last kick, a goal, not a confident kick. Lee's going back off the mark. I hope he knows where he's going to kick it from. Minton Connell. He's got a long run up, hasn't he?
Simon Minton Connell, who was playing really good football until injured in round 2. Back in front of goals today for his second. That looks better off the boot. He gets the goal. 2-2. He's kicked.
It's good when you got somebody up in forward. At least gives you a little bit of life, something to kick to, and somebody who can follow or finish off. And Sydney have got that in this fellow here. Now going across to pick up his mouth guard. Behind on that occasion, but still better judgment. Minton Connell played his football with Carlton, having come from Tasmania, a relation of Peter Hudson.
Back into the centre, 7-9 plays 6-8. Minton Connell getting his second goal for the afternoon. The Sydney Swans, or two of them collided out there. The ball rebounds to Kelly after it came from his teammate Kepler. Minton Connell well out from goal. Lawson getting tackled too high. Must get a free kick.
I'm impressed with this young fellow. Last year all he had was speed. But now he's got great ball sense, playing with a lot of confidence and willing to put himself into packs as he did on that occasion.
The Wentworth whiz. Is he too far out, the little fellow? We'll soon find out. Jamie Lawson for his first goal, and in fact his first score this afternoon. He'll be kicking from 45. Accurate. Yes, sir.
That's a team lifting goal, isn't it, from the little fella there?
Lawson gets his first and Sydney's 8th.
Good kicking style, but the way he went about it, the way he went in after the ball, only a little fellow. But he certainly did put himself in, and it was a nice kick for goal. Beautiful follow through, his first goal for the game. And Sydney have gone ahead. They're 13 points in front.
Did you find that rule, Dennis?
Well, I've been to the rule book. I'm not sure what category it would come under.
Obstructing play, Dennis.
Well, I couldn't find anything to cover it. I've got an idea there might have been an amendment issued as Kelly gets it out to Lawson, but Doesn't matter anyway. It was some time ago, but it shouldn't happen. The runner collecting a player. Here's Lees. He's collected. Down he goes. Minton Connell to Lawson. Big surge by Sydney.
They're looking good. The little fellow, in the space of 30-odd seconds to a minute, has kicked his second goal. Seems to play around midfield, whether it be centre wing, because they've got Kelly, Kapler, and also Mitchell in the centre. Seems to run off the side of the square, but he has got a free run. He's going deep into that forward line, and there's Basil Fawlty.
Roger Selwood, his name is, Don. Back into the centre. 2 quick goals by Lawson. Sydney have gone to 9-9, playing 6-8. Campbell out of the centre, only as far as Matthew Wheeler. Not a good kick off the boot. Now towards centre wing position. Racing 2 out there, and trying to slap the ball forward was Troy Gray. Kapler again. Powell. Ball hits the deck once more. And once more, Gray this time goes for the boundary line. Couldn't find it. Free. Gives the hand pass away. It's taken away by Lennon. And Lennon's kick finds its mark in Barry Young, short of right half forward. From just next to the interchange area for the players. Marking contest down there. Could have been against Richmond. The umpire says no. And the ball dribbles out of bounds right on 50 with under 3 minutes left before half time.
Well, that was Menangola going for the big fly. Maybe he put his hands into the back of his teammate.
Boundary throw in. Turner gets it down. Campbell left without it. Smith claimed by McGovern. He does well. Griffiths. Campbell. Hurried kick. Need a bit of luck here. Menangola pulls it back. Good effort. And the mark is held by Naish. A couple of metres out.
Real opportunist is Chris Naish. Good effort by Menangola, but he was given a lot of latitude by Holmes. He looks a little bit like Bernard Toohey. Difficult angle.
So the margin suddenly out to 19 points.
He's going to run around. What do you think? Open up with the left foot.
We're about to find out. No.
Oh, check.
Check side punt. Looks good.
Magnificent.
Did you perfect that while you were in South Australia?
Didn't perfect anything over there, did he?
Could have worked on that.
I'll just let that go through to the keeper.
I
All
just
it
wondered.
deserves. Attempted humour. Oh. There's Naish, the boy from Wangaratta. His second goal.
Yes, he got the first goal of the game, Chris Naish. And a valuable one for Richmond after the Swans had been on the burst for a while. Kicking a couple of quick ones to Lawson. Sydney by 13. 2 minutes left in the first half. Free. Now Maxfield kicked a nice long goal before. Can he kick another one? Menangola! Knocked away by Holmes. Oh, gee, that was almost a mark, wasn't it? Barry Young looks for a quick hand pass. Onto Knights. Time to steady. Left foot over the shoulder. And I think that is through for behind.
Or ball up now. I think the umpires have to bounce it down.
Not over the line.
Should push it over the line here, Sydney, and start play again.
Plenty of players at the fall of the ball. Tunbridge tried to do just that.
Oh, no.
That's a snapshot. Is it free?
Yeah.
Yes, it is. He's got the goal.
Good effort by Free, but the point was the Sydney players should have made more of an effort to just push that over the line.
Richmond comes back again after the Swans had gone to a 3-goal lead.
There's Free unmarked. Bad marking.
Good effort by the Tigers to scramble back into this. 19 points down. Suddenly, they're just 7 points down. Just over a minute till half-time. Honeybun gets it down. Taken by Kelly. Nicely done. Smothered off the boot by Honeybun. It deflects across to Strooper. Standing kick out very wide. Minton Connell coming up to meet it. Gathers it. In turn, he's gathered by Lees. Honeybun just went through, missed the ball. Mitchell. Back it comes to Mitchell. He floats it down towards the forward pocket. Gray was up. It falls behind a Kapler, who runs into an open goal and kicks it.
His third. Great speed off the mark.
Well, plenty of goals at the Melbourne Cricket Ground.
And the lights have come on here too, Dennis.
So is the rain.
And there it is, Gray going up. An awkward looking attempt. I don't know what he was trying to do, maybe punch it down, but there were 3 options there. But Kepler decided to do it by himself. Nobody in the vicinity from Richmond. Open goal and put the foot trouble down.
Handy goal. The margin back to 13 points. Honeybun. There's a Richmond player down. I think it was free. McGovern pushed off it. McQueen meantime. Lloyd's half forward. Knights, who's been quiet, lays it off. Griffiths. We're down to 25 seconds now. Good smother indeed. Brunton allows Lewis to come through. Advantage is paid to Sydney.
Another good
Lewis,
smother.
indecisive, smothered off the boot by Lennon, and Lennon knocks it out of bounds. It will be thrown in.
He's very impressive in his first game, Lennon, here at the MCG about 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Almost half time. We won't see any further score. Nettlebeck. There's the siren. So half time at the Melbourne Cricket Ground. Entertaining affair, this one. Sydney lead it 10-9 to 8-8.